ridiculous amounts of police officers. It's just like becoming a war. It's just like we are literally just saying there with like if anything, cardboard signs, billboards, and like goggles, so we don't get this stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, what kind of threat are we posing to at the very moment to go ahead and cause you to be prepared to go ahead and insinuate some sort of action from us because of what you see in the past? Like the protests at that point turn into riots because of some sort of aggro. Like someone has to be initiated. Someone has to be something has to be started. Like we're on our side, and it was good with Warner. We're definitely separated by the whole media industry, barriers up, and everything set up. And if anything, it was more so the Trump supporters, the people who were on the far, the right wing of anything. It's like coming out of sideways, just trying to go ahead and provoke something to occur. Yeah. And if you saw, I think there was a picture on Twitter where like the police officers at the Phoenix rally last week were mostly policing the Black Lives Matter side, as opposed to being like sparsely scattered upon the other side.
There was like two people on the other side.
And I really saw a retweet. I was like, yo, I have a video that definitely like proves that fact. And I literally zoomed in down the street, at least half a mile down past the Lowe's parking lot. You just see like blue and red lines just strung all the way across. But then I zoomed to the other side of the field, and you're just like 3-4 police officers in the middle of the street, just kind of like looking at us then. And I'm just like, geez, like if anything, we're outnumbered. Like you guys are going ahead and focusing on the wrong group. And even then, like while the officers were looking at us, I was seeing people with like the thin blue line flags, those black and white American flags that have the blue stripe for the colonies. Yeah, exactly. And he like snuck over with a giant like 10-foot long flag on a pole. And it's like, bro, do your job. And then like he was causing a ruckus down there, like trying to antagonize people. Mind you, people all were carrying, they were carrying rifles. There were pistols, there were knives, there were ARs being like toted around with slings. So like you do not want tensions to get escalated. Yeah. So for you to allow someone to be crossing, my homie and I had pulled up there. Shouts to you, Kyle, for hitting me up to go with you as well. We pulled up and we're crossing from the Lowe's side, like we were parked behind the Lowe's, and their side is on the side of the Lowe's, the Blue Lives Matter side. So we're crossing up and people are like telling us like, no, like, turn around, you can't come over here. Like, we're not allowing you guys to be on the side. And it's like, who are you? Like, we're not even like limit. I don't see anyone on our side coming to you and like trying to limit your progression throughout. Like, if anything, just don't cause an issue. We're minding our business, we're walking through. People are like trying to like antagonize us, to, like leave their area, their side. Like, if any time besides 5 to 8 p.m., anyone can walk at that street.
Yeah.
Why is that certain time you decide to go ahead and uphold some sort of righteous privilege to go ahead?
You know exactly why. You know why.
Escorted by cops across, and then they had to ask us as well, can you guys please limit your crossing back and forth? We don't want any tensions to rise. It's like, this is already an issue enough. No, we're not even coming out here to cause any problems. Right. And Armani was on the line, just like, we're trying to be peaceful. We're preaching this stuff to you guys so you guys can go ahead and listen and hear what our demands are. We just want to go ahead and receive the same, like civic and civil rights that you guys receive. We're not asking for anything outrageous or anything crazy. Just don't treat us like dirt. Like don't treat us like beneath. Yeah. What are you losing personally besides just having to go ahead and have some more respect and understanding of your bill?
Yeah.
Like at this point, it's just like it was just a whole. It was just ridiculous how crazy tensions got. They're like trying to cross other sides. Apparently, the night before, at least 25 of the Blue Lives Matter protesters had come over to the Black Lives Matter side and started to like actually physically like harm people, like grabbing women and like actually.
Well, let the Black Lives Matter side do that first.
At that point, it's gonna be full out bias. So, okay, no, they start going over.
Yeah.
The headlines change.
Yeah.
Headlines start rotating, flipping towards certain sides to go ahead and.
And the media makes it worse too. That's a whole different conversation, but the media just makes everything blown out of proportion, and it's always the wrong thing just to make a story.
And it's like that's the thing too is with all this going on, it applies in politics as well. But like there is no middleman between everything. Like you're either far left or you're far right. Like you're not trying to sit there and
sit on the fence.
Yeah, and like critically think about the other. So like the fact that obviously we said Black Lives Matter, they automatically said, oh no, you guys don't think other people's lives matter. Like no, that's literally not what we said at all. Like we said the exact opposite. You said that. So get out of yourself. You're saying that.
Yeah.
And so it's just crazy for people to just think that, and we're sitting here trying to reason like, no, we're not saying blue lives don't matter. We're not saying completely defund the police, make them zero minimum wage, like whatever. Like no, we're not saying that. We're saying A, put it towards stuff that's actually needing attention, and B, just listen to what we're actually saying. Don't try and cut us off, and don't try and put words in our mouth. Like, no, listen to what we're saying because we have the proof here for you.
Yeah. We're not just making this stuff up and just coming together for for a random idea. Like, this stuff is happening. It's been happening.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's crazy to just, I don't reason with dumb people. I don't. The second you're going to just either blow up at me right off the bat right then and there, or you're going to try and cut me off, I'm done after that. I've already made up my mind. I'm not here to repeat myself. I hate repeating myself. I got to repeat myself. I'll repeat myself with a backhand upside your head. It's just what it is. But I can't. It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's the Kaepernick even, like, all the way back, and no one would actually shut up and dribble. Like, we're going back to LeBron continuously, and these people are the ones who have actually been trying to spearhead this movement, trying to at least bring heavy attention to it from a different perspective. We're going back to sports.
And what they say it was like 4 years, like a couple days ago to the day Kaepernick started.
Yeah, and I saw like a picture. Somebody posted a picture of him, and they were like, "If I told you so, it was a person."
Damn.
You know
Damn.
It's pretty much.
Like after all these years, like all that stuff, you know, the NFL blackballing them and stuff, and now the NFL is going to come out and say all this stuff is wrong and we got to approach this a different way. And I'm just like,
trying to say something.
Y'all just really kicked this man out the league for talking about this, and now y'all want to support it. And like, I get it. Part of it is because Jay-Z is part of the NFL now, so I know that's probably why they went that way. A lot of people don't know that Jay-Z owns like half the NFL now, but that's probably why they're going that route. But before that, they just didn't care. They had no input from an African American's point of view. And now they got, out of all people, they got Jay-Z sitting down with these owners and stuff, talking about stuff, you know what I'm saying, that they would listen to from the players.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a big move, and it's going to be in a positive direction. It's going to take a little time, but...
Oh my, that's the crazy thing about Jay-Z too. Yeah, that's the crazy thing about Jay-Z too, because he already has his foot in the door with the NBA. Because isn't he a Nets owner? Or part owner?
Yeah, and now he's the part owner of the, like, now he's in there with the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm like, I definitely feel like the way the NBA has gone about everything, I think they've gone about it way better than any other sport, any other organization.
But the commissioner was Adam Silver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done really good compared to David Stern.
Yeah.
Adam Silver's really done a good job.
Yeah.
I can say that for sure.
I feel like Roger Goodell is not doing anything.
He should have been gone years ago.
Yeah,
anything reactive, you know, because Kaepernick would try and keep them proactive and save face. If anything, they would have been smart and like realized what was going on, made those messages, and started to go ahead and protest about it. You know?
Right.
Make sure they were taking care of that from the jump, like I said 4 years ago. Huge message put out, reaching masses of people started initially. You know, now they're waiting blackball. Now at this point, it's just back and forth. It's just, it seems hypocritical. It seems like this is genuine, but you also look at it for mentioning Jay-Z is definitely, you know, having a huge say in this for sure from the back, you know, the ventriloquist style.
So, do you think if they would have paid attention to it earlier, when Kaepernick first started kneeling and like actually took it serious then, do you think everything happening now could have been avoided?
I wouldn't per se avoid it, but a lot more people would have been woke about it. You know, besides condemning Kaepernick and making it a big deal that he was kneeling during the national anthem, than rather looking at the point of why he was kneeling. You know what I'm saying? People kept saying, oh, he's disrespecting the flag, oh, he's disrespecting the troops. But when you talk to Kaepernick, his message was just about inequality and police brutality. So why is everybody getting these random ideas that it's about something else when he's telling everybody what he's doing it for? You know what I'm saying? And like, you got people in the military and people of that background supporting him, so why are people still mad?
And I think that's why I personally feel that as much politics is involved in sports, I feel like it should be involved less.
Facts.
Because yes, athletes are doing what they're doing, but they're doing it because they know they have the viewership that they need to get their message across. Whereas you have all these politicians getting involved with what the players are doing when they don't need to be doing that. They need to be sitting there like everybody else, watching everybody convey their messages and saying, okay, what can we do to help you guys? What can we do to help make this change? You guys are trying to advocate so much.
Yeah.
And so I think with politics being involved as they are, it's definitely causing a lot more tension. And even with the Kaepernick situation, people were saying that he's disrespecting the troops and the flag. Like, no, you guys put that in there because you've allowed the military to be so heavily involved with an entertainment situation. You've allowed it to just completely mold around your perception of what it means to be American. Like, no, it has nothing to do with disrespecting anything. It's just, this is the only way to get you to open your eyes to what's going on.
Yeah.
So, I just think that's one of the big issues with politics today is they're not separate. And,
Yeah.
It runs in everything. Politics, man. People politic often, you know. Pledge your allegiance to the flag, like that was something that people were just like, what's happening here, you know?
Yeah.
And you're that person who stands out, who decides to not wear your hand on your chest, you know? Doesn't, not even thinking of the hat off, but it's just like, just decides to practice it how you feel is respectful towards yourself, you know? You're not bring it. And as soon as the black sheep, you know, people tend to go ahead and say, oh, having a separate opinion from the norm isn't acceptable. Now it definitely is. People are standing up for what they've obviously been standing for what they believe in, but like at this point, this is such a huge movement. You can't. There's something that's gonna smack you right in the face. You're ready for it or not. You know, you gotta jump on the train or miss it.
Yep.
it's a crazy society we live in, and hopefully all this does come to an end because we've seen obviously all the civil rights movements that have happened in the past. They've gone on for 2 months, 6 months, a year. So I mean, who knows how long this is going to go? And I know it's definitely going to continue if Trump is reelected. I know it's not going to stop anytime soon.
I pray to God he's not reelected, man.
They're gonna try to call some bluff on that too. Like I was saying, you know, recounts, or we gotta wait. You know, people are worried about not being able to find out on the actual night. He's saying it's gonna take a couple months to a couple years. I doubt that, but you know, there's gonna be some changes with how it's gonna occur. But hopefully, it's not gonna come down to any like debauchery or any sort of crazy like sabotage or
Knowing how society has been going for the past like 2 decades, there's gonna be some
bullshit.
There's gonna be something going on, man. Every election, there's something crazy that pops up, bro. So I wouldn't doubt some crazy stuff pops up for this one too.
It's wild. Like, wouldn't you just want the best for like the country as a whole? Like you want to work together, like smear campaigns and all that stuff. And that even goes back to what you were saying about people saying, "Oh, I don't know."
It just all comes down to one thing, man. It's not even money. It's just power. It's just power, just controlling everything.
People want to monopolize everything and just have like complete, control over it, like power over all of it, monetize everything. Oh my God, I'm talking about money. I'm going through like Jeff Bezos. Yeah. He didn't decide to end world hunger today. Every morning I see that tweet. So just like $200 billion, bro. The richest man on Forbes ever said, or you the first person to reach that. Everybody home steady.
You could really give everybody like 10 grand and still have billions left over.
Great.
Maybe in the high millions, but still, like that would not hurt.
That's a whole stimmy right there, bro.
That's a couple stimmies. That's a small business loan, man. That's a small business loan. It's like, why do you even need that much money? Like, I get everybody's point of living is to live comfortably and have a lot of money. But when you got money like that, man, like $200 billion, and you're not married, and like, I don't know if he has kids or not, but if he does, they're grown. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is the point of having that much money if you're not helping the society?
Well, wait, I thought, didn't he get divorced?
His
Like
wife
even the
is-
wife?
his
Yeah,
wife
he had
got-
to give her like $500 million.
But she's actually balling.
She's good. No, she's doing some good stuff too. She's
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I've heard her. I've heard she's doing things, but what's he doing?
But I can see that.
Yeah,
That's a-
yeah, it's still.
Besides
what's he
Amazon.
doing? Yeah.
Like Amazon's a great service. Don't get me wrong, but like what else? Or maybe I just need to do some more research. But I haven't heard like Jeff Bezos is responsible for so and so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All I've heard is he's responsible for Amazon.
Yeah.
It's all it is.
You know?
LeBron opening schools up. You know. It's
You know what I'm saying? You hear about LeBron opening schools. You hear about, you know, Nipsey Hussle had after school programs. Like, you know what I'm saying? You hear about people doing stuff, but like,
I mean, Akon even what? Provided a whole city?
Going back to
Yeah,
solar
like-
power or whatever?
yeah. Even Bill Gates was sending people to college.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? So like, what's Jeff Bezos done?
I just,
redistribution of wealth, bro. That's what makes it really be for real.
I
What
just-
is he doing?
my thing is, I don't understand what's so hard about being a millionaire.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, why is it so hard to give back?
They stingy as a motherfucker. Huh?
Yeah. It's
Which
like
is
once
like,
they get there,
why?
because they've been working so hard to get there. Now it's all like, why? I don't know. I mean, I can't answer for them because
Yeah.
like I would be giving back. So like
I'm like,
can't
I have my good paying job, but like, I still find a way to give back.
Yeah.
So like, if I'm making 1% of what you're making, and I'm giving back more than you, then like, where'd everything go wrong?
That's just part of being greedy, man. Having that greed and power.
You got to pay your tithe. Real part of him.
And that's unfortunately what the U.S. has come to.
You know?
Because even other countries look at it, it's like, you guys really have this guy as a leader? Or you guys really have this going on? That's crazy.
Yeah. I think it was in the country. I think it was Sweden. They did a poll of like, you know, what president, you know, they would vote for. Like they used our poll, and it was like 2% of the country voted for Trump.
Dumbass people in our country.
The electoral college man do some sexy shit, but man, that's what we're talking about with the suppression as well when we're in the backyard the other week. We were talking about how, you know, you could definitely vote for the person that you
They need to get rid of that.
But that person may not in the end have the same values or, you know, you're voting for their specific platform, you know, in hopes that they're going to vote for the higher person that you actually want to go ahead and take care of it.
Yeah. That's why I can't stand the electoral college. Because it'll be like, it could be somebody in blue that's like winning, that they won like, you know, 60-40